Hello, hello, hello. Happy birthday. If your birthday is today, I hope that you all are enjoying your day. I hope that you go out and have a good time. We're in the middle of almost toward the end, actually, of Virgo season. So this is your birthday reading, September the 15th. Once again, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Let's figure out the messages for the earthly Virgo, whose birthday is today, September the 15th, 2024. What is going on? Generation. Somebody possibly is looking up their generational roots through generations, kind of like maybe you're doing the ancestry test, or you are working on your family tree, trying to figure out where you originated from. And this is something I feel like you're very passionate about, like a passionate project. This is something that you want to do, and it's nearing completion. It's nearing completion. Nearing completion. There could have been some shocking things you found out about your generations. We got movement here. Could be some shocking revelations like you didn't want to know about, you didn't want to hear. Maybe you are related to somebody who you did not want or didn't expect to be related to. We have had nurturing. Okay. You're doing this possibly for your mother's side of the family, or you're just wanting to or needing to figure out who you are, where did you come from, definitely into your earth energy here, and it's helping you ground, or just ground yourself. Be prepared what you don't know. Be prepared for what it is that you do know, what it is that you do find out. I did a reading yesterday, and I kept hearing in my head Mount Kilimanjaro, something about African descent or something like that. But I see you moving and being passionate about what it is you find out, what it is you're finding out in your life in this journey. We got completion. I feel like they moved, kind of like they were maybe settlers, or they moved from one place to another. Could be, I don't know, in a wagon, or they just kept moving. Kind of giving me the energy also of the Trail of Tears. Just moving, constantly having to move because you're being pushed out. Okay. And that's what I'm looking at when I see this car being pushed out of somewhere, like go, push, and I feel like you're gonna become, and you are very, you're coming very, very more comfortable in trying to find out your roots, coming to find out where you come from and why this happened, why it took place. This is something that's very passionate to you, and you're trying to find peace with this journey here, helping your ancestors find peace in this journey. Okay, through you, they're finding peace through you, through the calm waters of the Nile, of Mount Kilimanjaro, of the Trail of Tears. It's something about the trail. It's something about what they experienced on this journey. I didn't expect to have this kind of reading. And I feel like now, though you're the one looking for this, looking for answers through your ancestry DNA, I feel like you're helping them be at peace to wherever they ended up on the other side. You're helping them find the peace, and they're helping you get there. All right. They're helping you get there. They're helping you find the pieces. They're helping you close close the gap. Okay. But you're definitely having to protect your energy. Usually when I do readings, I always do sage the readings before I start every reading. But when the sage keeps burning, I know it's going to be a deep one, and that's what you see now. You see sage, and it doesn't always burn like this. When it burns like this, I know that something is really, really intense about to happen. So I feel like that this is some energy that you need to do. This movement. I feel like they were pushed from one. I heard settlers. Okay, they were settlers. They moved from one place to another, and they possibly were forced to. Even though it's something that they possibly did not want to do, I feel like they were forced to move from one place to another. They had no other choice. All right, and they had no idea how they were going to get there, or no idea of what was going to happen. Okay, and they possibly worshiped the moon. They possibly walked by moonlight. Okay. Um, the North Star, but they definitely walked in the night, walked through the night. And it was a long road ahead of them. A long road ahead of them. Had get across water, go back across where they came from, whatever the situation was. They had a person, a leader, who was in charge, the one who went before them, who went ahead of them to make sure that the path was clear. All right. And I feel like they're helping you now, even today, find some things out, the things that you need to find out. I feel like that's what you're doing now through your family tree. It's making your family tree, what your ancestors went through, a lot more understandable than you thought possible. It's helping you solve these issues, solve these problems, whatever it was they went through. Okay, it's about their moon, it's about the secrets, it's about what they experienced and how they found themselves, how they had to ground themselves, how they had to protect their energy. Okay, how they communicated with one another in secret and in peace and in harmony. Not knowing where to go, what direction that they were going into. Okay, but they had to do it. They had to do it. Joyous views of the future. And I feel like they are very proud of you for making the discoveries that you have made up until this point. All right. There are some things that they were trying to tell, but maybe couldn't say anything. Maybe they got to the point to where they got too old or too sick or feeble to talk. But you are helping these people, even from the other side, say, you know what? I'm glad that you're doing this. I turn my back. I move forward. I'm looking back. Yes, I'm looking back at the path that I've come from, but I don't understand why I was forced on this path to begin with. All right. And you're helping this person come through. You're helping this person get through this. Though I feel like they're stuck, in a place where in between place and time, if that makes sense. But you're going to help this person move forward. Okay. It's like you're going to take the leadership role in this, and help them achieve this resting place, the idyllic times. It's like their paradise. You're helping release them with that butterfly. You're helping release them. Okay, though they're in the hereafter, they may not be in a comfortable place. And I feel like you're helping them adjust. You're helping them get the answers to this completion, to whatever it is that they sought out, and overcoming this difficulty here. The difficulty of being pushed out of something that was rightfully theirs. Having to live with snakes, having to live with a bunch of traumatic events that took place in their life, unfair events, having to eat around them, eat the food around them, though it wouldn't be possibly something that you would eat or something like that. They had to do what they had to do. They had to eat what was around them in order to sustain their energy, their livelihood, their lives while they travel from one destination to the other. It may not have been, like I said, something that you would eat, but they had to do what they had to do. Like, say, for instance, they had to eat horse meat, or they had to eat snakes, or they had to eat geese, or something, something like that to sustain themselves. So it's all about survival. Okay, survival of the fittest rather, and they walked a lot. Possibly have some issues with their feet. Maybe you have issues with your feet. Okay, and they're having to ground themselves. Them saying, you know what, as above, so below. Being connected to the universe, eating off the earth, eating off the land, eating what we know is going to sustain us. It may not be what we really want, but this is what we have. And this is believing that wherever they were headed, even though it was a difficult situation, they had to do what they had to do. They had to survive. They had to survive, Virgo. All right. They had a shaman. I feel like they had somebody there, like a doctor, a medicine doctor, a witch doctor, or whatever, who healed them, who helped them with medicinal herbs and things like that to help sustain them while they were on their journey. A person that was kind of like, that was well respected. So they were definitely one with the universe, one with the earth. They were met where they were helped where they were. They were led to certain places for sanctuary. Um, I have a wake up call. Have power. They definitely use the power of the earth, the magnetic forces of the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars. This is how they knew where to go. This is how they knew how and where to travel to. All right. I heard sun god, but also I feel like they lived in a lot of caves. They dwelled in certain places, and they left like notes, that hieroglyphics. It could be the writings, whatever however they communicated. They left messages for other people, like this is the path that we took. You're in the right place. Go this direction. That they left clues as to how they traveled, and only the people who saw that after them understood what they were saying by the pictures, by the wording, or whatever. This is what you do. This is where you go. This is when you go. Certain things like that. Okay. So this shaman was a very powerful person, a very powerful leader here. He or she just had this instinct. They knew what to do. They knew what was coming. They knew how to help get those people from one destination to another. They were definitely a leader. Okay. I feel like they had two leaders. They had the person that was in charge, that was going before them, to make sure the pathway was clear. But they also had this shaman who was there. All right. This shaman who helped heal, who read the energy of the universe, who read the energy of the animals, who read the energy of the waters, and showed these people and said, well, that's not a good idea. You don't do this, you don't do that. Let's wait, or whatever the situation was. So I feel like if you are looking for your family history, or if you are doing something with your family tree, or ancestry DNA, or whatever it is you're using, is definitely going to help you to gain more clarity on where you've been, on who you've become, and it's going to help your ancestors heal as well. So you're going to help each other heal. Okay, you're going to help each other heal, and this is very powerful for you. This is something that you've always wanted to do, and it's all going to come into fruition. It's all going to fall into to place for you. All right. It's all about the moon, the energy. It's all about the water, the feelings, the emotions, and everything coming together for the glory of your good, for the glory of healing yourself, healing your family, knowing the answers that you've always wanted and you've always known about. Okay. There could have been a lot of energy around water, them being around water a lot. Okay. And some of them I hear maybe being swept up by water, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or something like that as well. Maybe you are afraid of water and you never understood why. Okay. Some of your ancestors possibly drowned in water, like a few of them, not just one. It's like the water they were too close to the water, sleeping or something like that in the middle of the night, and the water just swept them away. Okay. So, because we have here tsunami, something about the water. Maybe being too close to the tide or something like that, and didn't understand what was happening before it was too late. So I feel like you're going to find all the information you need through Ancestry DNA. I'm not saying one or the other, or whatever, but whichever DNA you decide to use, you're going to find some answers for yourself and for your generations, and it's going to help you build your family tree. It's going to help you understand the people that you possibly already found in your DNA, in your family tree. Okay? Happy birthday. I know this is kind of strange, but happy birthday.